Now hold on, y'all. I love me some Jenny from the block, but Netflix is so bad with this marketing that I had no idea this was even coming out. Like, come on, man. I had to search up movies made Netflix and stumbled upon The Mother. I was like, oh my goodness. I didn't even know a new J-Lo movie was around the corner. And then I frantically wrote Netflix an email, and here we are, guys. And I'm happy to report it was actually pretty good. I'm glad to see J-Lo back in action. It's been so long. The last time I remember her in an action movie was Enough, which was early 2000s, and I know it got panned on Rotten Tomatoes and people don't love it, but y'all, I had a blast with that movie. I think she was practicing like judo or jujitsu or some kind of martial arts in that movie, and I was loving watching that whole journey of that movie. But we're here to talk about The Mother today, guys, and like I said, happy to report I had a pretty good time. But hey, if it's your first time on the channel, welcome in. The name's Leo. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. And guys, today I am here to talk about The Mother on Netflix, dropping tomorrow, which I almost want to ask how many people even knew that before I was getting on here to do this review, because I had no idea. But guys, this has got some absolute juggernauts behind it writing wise. I mean, Misha Green is on here, who is behind HBO's Lovecraft Country, which was exciting as hell. Wish they didn't cancel that. You also have Andrea Berloff, who contributed to Straight Outta Compton, and you got Peter Craig, who contributed to The Batman and Top Gun Maverick. What a writing team. And then you've got Nikki Caro on the directing chair, and I will admit, Mulan was like in her filmography, and I was like, oh no, the live action, not the Disney classic, the live action remake. So a little bit of an oh no, but it still delivered, guys. I love seeing J-Lo in this character, guys. She is the mother, and the mother essentially is saving her estranged daughter who was kidnapped towards the beginning of the movie, and she comes out of hiding, comes out of her shell to save her daughter. And she is a former assassin who worked in the Marines and served for a while. And guys, holy smokes, I thought this was a match made in heaven for J-Lo in terms of this role. She plays the mother, who I don't believe we actually get her name throughout the film. I think she's just the mother. So I love that, you know, you give it a little bit of that Tarantino in The Bride type of deal from Kill Bill. I love giving the mother this low-key, nameless feeling, and I love that, of course, you give her this assassin-like vibe with that, not giving her the name, but she is the mother. And guys, she just channels that energy so well. She's got that protective edge that just really works and brings a lot to this action drama. Guys, she's doing flips, she's shooting people from distances. Like, J-Lo was killing it, y'all. So I really enjoyed putting her back into an action role. Listen, call me crazy, I think she should have got a nomination for Hustlers. I know that's crazy, but I thought she was excellent in that, and she just brings some great gravitas to this. The action heroine, it works for her. I really hope to see her in another assassin-like movie in this. This could be a new staple for J-Lo here, because I don't really love her in rom-coms, so I would love to see her in some more action. I hope this is just the first of many. She really makes me feel like she's unstoppable, y'all. She is that mother bear, the wolf to the cubs, guys. She is just protective, and she is brutal, and she will not stop until her baby girl is in safety, y'all. I love it, man. But let's talk a little bit about the other characters. Joseph Fiennes and Gael Garcia Bernal play two vicious former lovers of hers. So I like Joseph Fiennes' character, this villain. He's pretty much the main villain of the story, this gritty, ruthless, out to kill villain. Pretty typical, but at the same time, I think Joseph Fiennes does a good job of injecting some energy and life into a role that could fall pretty typical and be pretty typical. But speaking of typical, I will say in terms of the action choreography, the story, these are things that are a little cookie cutter. Even the script, I would say, is pretty cut and dry. It's pretty cookie cutter. It's very predictable. You know what's gonna happen when watching the movie. You already know. But I still enjoyed the fact that J-Lo was in it and at the front and center and really giving so much energy and charisma to this role. I really just liked her in an action role a lot. So while the script wasn't the best, while the story is not the most unique, while even the villains are kind of typical of the action genre, I think J-Lo brings a lot to the mother role, and I hope to see her in more down the road. I really enjoy the bonding scenes and the action scenes. I think sometimes it struggles to balance and find that balance between the two. Sometimes I think it dwindles a little long on the bonding stuff. Sometimes I think it dwindles a little long on the action. So I would say pacing wise, it's maybe not as great. It just doesn't actually balance those two elements that well to me, but I do like both of them. I do love the bonding scenes. I think sometimes there's just a little long length, especially on the training sequences. I thought were maybe a little bit long, but all in all, I had a great time. The child actress who plays Zoe, who is her daughter, who was actually adopted by someone else, but she's saving her. It's her biological daughter. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't hate the actress though. I thought she did a pretty good job, but I think that just boils down to maybe direction wasn't that great. So honestly, not blaming the young actress. I didn't think she was terrible by any means. I actually think she had some charisma. I just think there could have been more. So while I didn't hate her, no, not necessarily, I didn't quite love. I really liked her, and I think she's got potential to get even better as her career goes on. Again, like I said, the action choreography, nothing to ride home about, but not bad. And when you put J-Lo in the centerpiece, really good. I really liked Omari Hardwick's character as well. I think they did him a little bit dirty. That's all I'm gonna say. Not gonna spoil too much there, but guys, this movie, The Mother, there's a lot to like about it, especially J-Lo. The action is, while it's fun, while it's kind of predictable, it's fun. It's fun, and it may be a little bit predictable. You know where the story's going, but you love to follow J-Lo. You love to follow her and the child actress when they're together. I think the chemistry works the most when they're together. Whenever J-Lo's apart, I'm like, but when they're together, it works. It works for me. So would I call this a movie I absolutely love? Maybe not, but it's a good action movie, and it makes me really curious to see more J-Lo in action movies, because the last one I remember is enough. Hustlers, I don't really count as action, so the last one I really remember is enough, and I need more J-Lo in action movies. Guys, if I had to give a rating to The Mother, I'm going with a 7.5 out of 10. I think I might be a little high on this one. I think some people may go skew a little 6 or 7. The direction's not the best. The script's kind of cut and dry, but at the same time, I really like seeing J-Lo in action, and I really had a good time with this one, guys. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and hey, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below, and we'll see you next time on Geekly Goods. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Leo from the block.